Okay, people. It is June 11th, which is a Sunday, 2017. This one I'm going to call it the YouTube Duped. In other words, I've been on YouTube since 2009. Initially, I've mentioned this before, it was my oldest son who created the channel for me and told me that I needed to work with the channel to promote the nonprofit, because he set it up for the nonprofit. Okay. At first, I didn't know anything about camcorders or wasn't interested in making videos, and it was enough that I was doing park events and those type of things and taking pictures and kind of having to put myself out there as a shield to the children behind me, in terms of, like, when you do a park event, you know, you don't want to just focus on the kids all the time. You want to focus on the adults and the message for the kids, right? So that draws negative attention, because once you put yourself out there, you know, people want to tear you down. And this is systemic. This is a problem with human beings. It's not race related, right? It's just a human being trait. For some reason, we're more interested as human beings on a collective to tear each other down so that we can pull ourselves up as we're kicking and pushing and stepping on the ones below us down so that we can get up higher, right? Okay, so anyway. Eventually, I kind of grew into being, I guess you can call it, a YouTuber, right? And I justify that simply because I do work on an international nonprofit that I've been trying to promote for years. And I've done it through various methods. I've done it through mail, I've done it through phone calls, and I've done it through the internet in terms of a website, and just carry on, and, you know, and different aspects within our society in terms of, you know, politicians and community groups and that type of thing, right? So I've been pretty active, right? And over the years, since 2009, being on YouTube, you know, you come across the YouTuber community, I guess you can say. And within that community, there are certain individuals that perpetrate or put out the spiel, or you know, sing the same song. I'm just thinking of examples of people that I've come across, no one in particular, just as their particular YouTube channel and what it is that they're trying to put out to the, you know, to the viewership, right? Like Alex Jones's, you know, conspiracy theories and reports, and, you know, and more political, the more inside scoop when it comes to politics and that kind of stuff. Whereas G for T, if anyone remembers him, I don't know if he's still around, right? But, you know, he was out in the California area, and, you know, and at one point he had a large followership, and then I don't know what happened from there, but he still may be around, who knows, right? But just you know, and like even in my part, in my parts of the world, you know, neck of woods or whatever, right? You know, there's a couple of individuals that, you know, have their YouTube channels, and they promote mainly regarding, you know, the Fukushima disaster from 2011 in March, right? And they play on that with their videos in terms of asking for donations to support their cause, in terms of giving you that information 5 years later, what's been going on with Fukushima, and at, you know, at the expense of pulling out old reports from 2011 or whatever, just to continue that dialogue, right? So that you as a viewer will donate to continue to get that information. I'm just using examples, right? But at the end of the day, you know, like, nobody really shows any financial records, that's for sure. You know, you don't see their year-end expense reports, right? Or their income statements. You just see a donate button and they tell you what you want to hear. And if you hear what you want to hear, then obviously you're going to be more apt to make a donation. Well, this is where I'm feeling duped. Because I'm hearing something that, you know, in just recently I did, you know, some more outreach, right? And I sent some stuff off to the States. Okay, and here's the point of this video, right? You know, I wrote a letter. You know, I put my heart into it in terms of what I sent to the States. I felt really good about sending it to the States for the right reasons. But at the end of the day, I haven't received a phone call thanking me for that gift, I guess you could call it, and information towards the nonprofit with sincerity behind it. I'm not just some YouTuber that gives you the same spiel over and over again with my donate button on my channel so that I make money. Okay, because I don't get paid for this, people. If anything, I get a lot of freaking flack. Just like when I used to do park events, right? I'd do park events, I'd have my American flags hanging up. People would be running up, trying to pull down the American flag, screaming on about America going to war with Iran or Iraq or one of them. This was in 2007, 2008. You know? And I'm having to fight with these individuals, right? Saying, no, this flag stays. Well, it's kind of like the same situation, you know? Like, if someone sent me something for the right reasons, in terms of wanting to do something for the community as a whole, right? To help the most, the ones that are, that don't have the economics behind them to be creative, to be prosperous, to be able to bring in stability within the house, their personal households and as a community, right? That's the foot that I came in on. But then, you know, months later, you don't know even what the person on the other end is thinking. Because you never got a thank you letter. You never got any kind of letter to acknowledge that anything was received, even though you did get a 2-minute conversation, 5-10-minute conversation before the package was opened that you had received it. So you know that you've received it, but I, the one who sent it, I don't know what the feelings are behind that when they open the box. Right? So what is that supposed to do? Create self-doubt in me? Right? Like, I'm supposed to feel confident that these people, this group of people, I sent it to one and it went to a group. I'm supposed to feel confident that this group of people would honor Malcolm X's sister in terms of this is what she wanted too. It wasn't created just by me. It was created for the people. And the people that have it now have duped me. Because it's that channel with the donate button on it that, you know, you as a viewer, I guess you just need to take more care in who you reach out to. Right? So you don't feel duped. But you see, I was required to do outreach because I work on a nonprofit. So this isn't the first time I've been duped. Right? But this is definitely a YouTube dupe.